Hi everyone, this is Southern Belle 74 with this quick pop-up news. Let's get into it. Minnesota governor says he is preparing the National Guard amid furor over the fatal ICE shooting. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said he has issued an order to prepare the state's National Guard while urging peaceful protests after an Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent fatally shot a woman in her car during operations in Minneapolis today. Walz and Minneapolis mayor are disputing the government's claims surrounding what led to the shooting, which took the life of 37-year-old Renee Good, a resident of the city. "We have someone dead in their car for no reason whatsoever," says Walz during a press conference. "This could have been prevented, and it was so unnecessary." According to the Department of Homeland Security spokesman Tricia McLaughlin, the woman was allegedly attempting to run over a law enforcement officer when ICE fatally shot her. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem claimed the incident was an act of domestic terrorism and argued that the vehicle was a deadly weapon. Deadly force is perfectly lawful when a threat is faced by a weapon, she said during a press conference. Following the shooting, a large crowd gathered in the area, which is less than 1 mile away from where George Floyd's life was taken back in May 2020. The governor said she issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. "I want Minnesotans to hear this from me. The desire to get out in protest and to speak up, to this administration for how wrong it is, that it is a patriotic duty at this time, but it needs to be done safely. I feel your anger. I am angry. They want a show, but we cannot give them that." These words came from Walz. A Minnesota National Guard spokesperson said that they are conducting necessary preparations to assist state authorities in protecting property and ensuring public safety if so ordered. Based on the video and photos from the scene in Minneapolis following the shooting, law enforcement deployed crowd control measures including tear gas, pepper spray, and other measures that they used. President Donald Trump said the officer acted in self-defense. The woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently and viciously ran over the ICE officer, who seemed to have shot her in self-defense. The Minneapolis mayor, however, said at an impassioned news conference that what he saw in the video that claimed this young lady's life, the agent was not using self-defense. This was an agent that was recklessly using power that resulted in somebody getting killed. Minnesota police say that preliminary information indicates that she was in her car and blocking the road. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway. There is nothing to indicate that this woman was a target of any law enforcement investigation or activity. The woman had gunshot wounds to the head and was transported to an area hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. Let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments section. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Southern Belle 74, as I continue to give you news that you can use.